Okay. So, if everybody has their A in a comfy place, let's try her again and see if that makes a difference. Ready? Here we go. Now, how was it that time? Anybody notice a difference there? Did it go a little better with getting the first finger beforehand? Good. That's good. Anybody else have any problems or questions before we try the arpeggio? Oh, hi there, Mr. Cat. We just got to...
Yeah, I have one.
Yep.
I have one. I remember you gave that we were talking about putting, the things across your thing, and
Yep.
I forgot what the one was 3/4 and one was 2/3.
Yeah,
And then
like...
there'd be a third one. What was the third one?
Okay, so if you're taping up your fiddle, then you're going to put the first finger tape. It's going to be about, almost 3/4 of an inch. It really depends on your fiddle. What you want to do is you want to tune it, find the right place like that, and then that's where your tape goes across. Okay? And you want to make it so that the tape is going to be right under your finger. The second finger one...
Do that, then measure.
Oh yeah, because one crazy thing about the fiddle is that your notes might not be in exactly the same place all the time because it's a small wooden instrument. It changes all the time, right? So that measurement is different depending on the day. That's why you got to use your ear. So yeah, using your finger and the tuner to get the place for the tape is a way better idea than measuring it. I just say those measurements to give people an idea of how far that first finger is away from the nut, because it's actually quite a long way from the nut. And it often takes people by surprise.
Yeah, that really helped. That was further away than I thought.
I know, everybody says that, yeah. And then so the second finger is not quite as far as that. Okay, a little bit less than that because still a full step. Like between the open string and the one, that's a full step, a whole tone. So they have another whole tone here, but it's just slightly smaller because of the instrument. And then the third finger tape will go right next to it. Okay, does anybody have tape on your fiddle here? There you go. Look, see, that's a good example of Sherry's tape there. And I like your very thin tape, Sherry. That's good because you're more likely to feel it under your finger. It's good. Okay, so that's how you do it, Bill. And it is a pretty good idea. It lessens the guessing at first quite a lot. Okay? All right. So any other questions or should we try it again? Bang it out again. Oh, good. Okay, one more time. I'm going to make you guys bigger. I got this gigantic TV the other day, and now I can have you guys like life size. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Here we go. Ready? G. Okay. Nancy, it looked like you weren't enjoying yourself there.
Because I'm the only one who can hear this. But I'm just struggling with keeping my bow in the right place.
Ah.
And so if I focus on my fingers and making sure that I'm making the note, then my bow can go anywhere from
Yeah.
way up to
All over the place.
crazy places, and I catch it and come back.
Okay, so a couple of things about that. First of all, one way to kind of keep your place on the strings, relatively, is to have a little bit of weight.
Sure.
Just the tiniest bit, especially on the up bow. Now do you find it happens more on the up bow?
So, yeah, I'm sliding all over the place.
Yeah, the up bow.
On the E and the A string, I am sliding.
Yeah. So that's a classic problem, especially on the up bow, like I say, because you're going uphill, right? And any little change of direction and it's going off like that. See that? Yeah. Anything at all. And also, you're starting at the empty end of the pickup truck. So just imagine going up an icy hill, backing up with an empty pickup truck. Right?
Okay.
There's no weight there to grab the string. So it's a really good idea to give a little nudge at the beginning of your up bow. Just the slightest nudge to grab that string, and then it's more likely to stay in place all the way up to the end of the bow, okay? But also, one other thing that might help if you're having a problem when you've split your focus is to add something that might do the job by itself. Like, for instance, the way the Suzuki people put the sticker across there.
Yep.
A white piece.
Under the bridge? Between the bridge and the...
Right on the fiddle. Right on the top of the fiddle itself. They put like a... It looks like a... Look, I just made it with the rosin dust. It's just a stripe underneath here on the top of the fiddle. And you just use that painter's tape that doesn't do any harm to the varnish. And your eye will, your peripheral vision will catch that, and you kind of try to line it up with the bow. That's the old Suzuki trick for kids. But I find with adults, little things like that, because you have to split your focus, your eye might do that and catch on to that.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
And of course, the doorway. Of course.
My elbow's in there, but yeah, it can wander.
Yeah, it's the wandering elbow. That's what I call it. Anyway, but that's a very good point. Anybody else having any problems with the two octave G major scale there we just did? No? Excellent. Now, what about the arpeggio? Do you remember how we did the arpeggio and I talked about it? Great. So we'll try the arpeggio now. Do you need me to call out the notes or the numbers, or can we do it without that? Call them out? You got it. Okay, we're starting with open G. Ready? G. 2. D. G. That's a 3. A1. A3. E2 close. Back to A3. A1. D3. Open D. G2. Open G. Okay, now let's try it right away again without me calling out the numbers and see how we get along. Ready? And. Okay, now how'd we get along? Who was able to, everybody able to keep up and play all the notes? Yeah? No? Sherry, do you want to give it a try for me? See if there's something I can kind of help you with? Oh, you gotta unmute. There we go. Excellent.
Everybody close your ears.
Okay, geez, I thought that was pretty good there, Sherry. Pretty good. Now, there's a couple of things. The first thing is you were a little bit sharp, meaning a little bit too high on the fingerboard. And so I don't know whether that was because your finger was too far up or whether you were pressing too hard. Now I was looking and it looked like your finger was on top of the piece of tape.
Okay,
So
yeah.
probably just pressing too hard.
Okay.
Okay? And that might be better for you because it's a little less work when you don't have to press as hard.
Great, thank you.
Okay, very good though. I thought that was great. Anybody else? Joanne, you want to try it for us?
Okay.
Let's hear it. Pretty good, Joanne. Pretty good. What's that?
Until I didn't practice.
Oh, no, I don't know about that, but I thought you definitely have a good understanding of what to do. Your hand was in a good spot. Your bow was a little bit close to the bridge, and I could tell that you were kind of like that. And that's probably why. Just a little bit of potential screech there, you know. And the thing is, when you get a little close to the bridge, it's not like it squeaks right away. It threatens. As you're playing, it threatens. You hear this little, so that could be what was going on, you know? And then you had the problem with your elbow. So when you went over to the E string, you kind of did it with your elbow. And you noticed when it was time to go back to the A because you were at a weird angle and you had to reset yourself. See what I mean? Yeah. So that elbow, just like, I can't remember who was saying, it gets in the game, it's a bugger, you know, it's like you think it's not, but there it is, you know. So that's all that's going on there, okay? Pretty good though, pretty good with the fingers. Anybody else want to try it for us before we carry on and do it again? Yep, let's hear it, Katya. I love G major arpeggios. Really good. Really good. That bow is moving good. Fingers good. Very, very much improved there. Very much improved. That's excellent. Very good. Anybody else want to try it before we slam away? Judy, do you want to give it a shot? You got to unmute though. All right. Open. Okay, now that started off really good. What happened was, very classic thing that happened, when you got up to the top, your hand shifted up the neck of the violin a little bit. And so when you went to go and play the D on the A string, your hand was way up and it was sharp. And you could tell. And so that means that your bow didn't want to move. And then you tried to fix it, and you got a little bit better as you went down. So there's two really good things about that. The most valuable thing about that is that you noticed and that you tried to fix it on the way down. Very good. That's the way you should be doing it at this point. But just to let you know, that's all that happened was the hand came up a little bit. And all the fighting came after that. And it wasn't until, like, you going up was pretty good. See what I mean? So that's a bugger. That hand coming up is a bugger for everybody. Okay? Anybody else? Or should we just plow into it, do it again, and do it a little bit faster too? So let's do it twice. We'll do it that same speed, and then we'll do it a little faster, okay? Because when we go faster is when we notice what's weak. Okay, ready? Here we go. That go okay? Medium? The fast was a little harder, of course. Now, is it just hard to remember what finger to put down next? Is that the hardest? Yeah, okay. So that is just repetition, right? The more you do it, the more your hand will learn it. That's part of the point of doing this, is that your hand learns to do these arpeggios, and then when you're trying to learn them in a tune, your hand already knows them, and so it kind of gets half of the game done, okay? Now, let's see. Let's do some of the bowing exercises. Let's take G major, and let's do on each note, okay? We'll do one of them on each note. So it'll sound like this. Okay, and we won't go that fast. Go a little slower than that. And remember, guys, you're going for clean starts and clean stops. Ready, and... A1, 2, 3, 2 again. right, now how'd that go? Looked okay. Anybody have any problems? No? Cool. Okay, now let's try the next thing. This here. Did we do the little circles? Let's try a bit of that. Little circles, 4 of them on each note of the scale. All right. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, D. 1, 2, 3, A. 1, 2, 3, E. 1, 2, 1, E. 3, 2, 1, A. G3, 2, 1, D. G3, 2, 1, G. All right, that was some pretty good looking bow movement there. Everybody getting the idea of that? Anybody getting some decent sounds when they do that? Or is it still crunch? Anybody getting the odd ringing note? Hope so. Keep at it, and when in doubt, try to use more of the bow. I know we're only using a tiny bit, but try to use as much of that tiny bit as you can. You know, that's the big thing we're trying to do here. We're trying to belt a note out of a bit of bow. So you're just trying to maximize that contact for the circle. Okay? Shall we try that one again? You want to do that one again? Let's do it. Okay. And you can stop me anytime if you have problems or questions. All right. 1, 2, here we go. One. All right, good looking bow bouncing. That's very good. Keep that up. Does anybody want to play it for me so I can hear what kind of sound you guys are managing to get? Even just a bit of it. Don't need to do the whole thing. Anybody want to do that? Anyone?
I'll do an octave then.
Oh, great. Thanks, Tara. Judy.
Oh, that's
Oh, who is it? Who is it? Nancy. Okay.
Elaine.
Oh, Elaine. Okay. Let's hear it. Okay, now quite a few of those worked and rung out. Did you hear when it was working?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
also heard the crunch.
Yeah, and that's okay. Let the crunch come because that's why we're doing so many of them, right? And you just get that
Right.
batting average up. Did everybody else hear when it was working? When Elaine did it there? Yeah, that's good because that's what you need to hear in your ear to be able to get that sound happening on your own. Okay, that was very good. Now, a couple of funny things. First of all, you've skipped the D string on the way down. And I find it hilarious that everybody always skips the easy ones, which are the open strings. I don't know what it is. But the other thing was you were touching the other strings a little bit. When you were on the D, you were touching the G a little bit. And you know what? It's no big deal. Let it happen at this point because we're trying to get some good contact happening. And if it means you play two strings a bit, we can clean that up, you know? But at this point, I want you to get that good strength. So don't worry about that too much, okay? And that goes for everybody here too. Getting that good bite is what we want. If it means a little messy, we'll clean it up. We're always cleaning everything up, right? That's what I tell the wife. Keep working at it. Okay, that's great. Now let's try some jiggle. Okay, now I gotta check this message from Lena. Just have to listen, stay off the video. Just got married? Oh my god! Wow! Okay, Lena just got married, so that's pretty awesome. Congratulations, Lena. And yes, sit back and listen. That sounds good to me. Okay, you guys ready? A 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Now, with this exercise, I think I mentioned that it's a good thing to do because it's kind of like the fiddle in motion, right? It's mostly what motion I use when I'm playing. And I don't know if you noticed, but it's my wrist that's doing that. Watch my right arm really close if you get a good, yeah, that's a good shot of it. See that? So a little bit of the arm follows, you know, and I'm doing this kind of, this whippy kind of flippy floppy motion to get that rhythm going, okay? And the nice thing about this is we can do it faster. We go yugga digga 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 yugga digga 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 yugga digga digga. Try to get a rhythm going. Shall we try that? So let's try at the same speed we did before, and then when we get done that, we'll do it again, and I'll push you a little bit, and we'll see what goes wrong, okay? Okay. A 1, 2, 3, again. making hilarious faces. What went wrong for you when we went fast?
Well, at one point, I found the bow up, I think, on top of the bridge. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That seems to be a real sort of tendency for you for that bow to want to pull back, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
So,
I had a teacher once that when I was a teenager, I had the teenage tendency, which is teenagers, when they are being forced to do it by their parents, play like this. See that?
yeah.
I used to lean my elbow on my knee and play like that. And so I had this teacher in Halifax who was like bound and determined. And he was like, okay, well, if you're going to play like that, that means that your bow is going to want to go down here all the time, right? So counteract that by leaning it away from you. And then it'll constantly be working its way back to where you want it to be.
Sure.
So maybe the opposite could be a thing for you.
So I'm going to lean up a little, or?
You're going to lean that bow. You remember how I talked about the pitch of the bow, how the bow can pitch like that?
Yeah.
And I was reading more about that, and like it can be a real useful volume knob. First of all, the less hair you have on the bow, the less sound you make without too much more trouble. See what I mean? But we don't really want to do that. We want to belt her out. But you can lean the bow just like that teacher told me, and it looks like this. See that?
Yeah.
And it doesn't take much. Like when I was doing it, it was just a slight pitch. Like all you need is a slight pitch, and it will work that way for you. Okay. The other thing is, if you're always going like this, just try to go like that a little bit. You know, think ahead of it. Try to straighten out that hand as if you're doing that all the time.
Okay.
Okay, it'll keep
All
you
right.
away. You know what I mean? Now, who else was making funny faces? Yours was the most entertaining, I have to say. So who else was making funny, frustrated faces when we were doing that? Anybody else?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Do you wiggle the bow sidewards a bit when you're doing it?
Like this here?
Yes.
That's the pitch.
Oh no, well, sort of like this.
Yep. That's the pitch that I was just talking to Nancy about. Now, you know, the bow does pitch while you're playing. There's not much you can do about it. Like, it's just the natural way that it goes. But I'll tell you this. The tighter you grip the bow, the more it pitches, because you're grabbing it tightly, and so when your hand turns back and forth like this, it goes with your hand. See that? And it'll really pitch. So, you know, they used to say that the bow hold itself should be dynamic. And when they say that, they're talking about the fact that when I'm holding the bow, look, it's amazing to me how I can hold the bow perfectly when I first grab it. Like whenever I play the fiddle, this is what I look like when I first grab the bow. And within about 4 or 5 notes, it looks like a train wreck. But anyway, so this is how you're supposed to hold it. And the reason they call it dynamic is because the bow should be loose in your fingers. See that? It shouldn't be tightly gripped. If it's loose in your fingers, then the pitch, your hand will move all over the place, but that pitch stays to a minimum. See that? But as soon as I start to tighten it, then it really starts to follow my hand. See that? And now it's drastically pitching. Also, it changes direction. When you grip it too tight, it's more likely to do this. Whereas if it's loose, then it's just going to kind of stay on the track. See what I mean? So a nice light bow hold. They used to say that the bow should be sitting on top of your fingertips, not the fingertips gripping the side of it. See what I mean? Like a trailer hitch. Does that help there, Katya?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So above all,
do
just
it-
lighten up.
Yeah. Do you do it deliberately? You know, do you?
No, the only thing I do is what I was just saying to Nancy there. If you tend towards the bridge all the time, then you can kind of pitch it away from you to help
I
you
see,
stay,
okay, I see,
or
okay.
the other
Okay.
way around. But also, you should check. Sometimes I've had a few students that they check and they notice that when they're holding the bow, it's already at a pitch, which you don't really want. You want it to be, you know, kind of flopping down naturally, like let gravity take its course. Because if you start off with a pitch, then it's really hard to correct it while you're playing. All right. Anybody else? How about you, Joanne? How'd you get along? Oh, what's that? Who? Where?
Oh, no, me, Sharon.
Yeah, Sharon.
So I'm noticing now when I'm holding it,
Yeah.
when I'm playing, that my pinky finger is not even on it anymore.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does, especially where are you playing? Usually on the bow.
Probably here.
Yep. So at that point, the upper third of the bow, your pinky doesn't need to be on there.
Okay.
And it's actually a good sign that it's coming off, because when I do a jiggle, watch my right hand and my pinky. See that? See that? So you don't really need it. That's why you see fiddlers all the time with those off of there. But as soon as I cross center line, it's engaged. Watch. See that? Because if I don't, then the tip just wants to flop down like that. So as soon as...
you're going to...
Yeah. Yeah, see
when I'm
that?
on the G, I have to, okay.
And when you're on, and on the up bow, as soon as you pass center line, you're going to have to engage that pinky because the bow wants to flop over.
Okay, I
See how that works? Yeah. Yep. Okay. And yeah, when you jiggle, it's normal for that to happen. And if you're in the right place in the bow, then it's actually a good idea.
So it's basically where your bow is playing. If it's here, you're going to need your pinky. If it's here, no, if it's
here,
there, you're going to need the pinky.
That's right.
Here,
you don't.
You don't.
Because the only job the pinky has in the bow hold is to counteract the weight of the stick. That's all it does.
Okay.
See that? Yeah. And that's why you're supposed to not have it rigid. You're supposed to have a little tiny bend to it so that you can adjust that. See that?
Okay.
But if you don't need that, then you don't need it at all. And you even see, if you look at the great master violinists, when they're up in that end of the bow, their pinky is off as well. Okay?
Okay. All right, thanks.
Anybody else before we try it again? Faster. No? Let's have at her. Nice and easy. Oh, 1, 2, 3, Okay, cool. Now let's see how we're doing here. Time. Okay, so what I'd really like to do next, if everybody's cool with it, is to start working on a tune. Okay? Now, last time I think somebody mentioned about the swallowtail. I think it was you there, Shona. I played it and you were like, I want to learn that tune. And it is a wicked tune. I was wondering...
That's our main standard tune for dancing.
Oh, that's right. That's what you said.
Tune.
That's right. It's probably because it could possibly be the second most popular Irish tune in the world. The first most popular Irish tune in the world is probably either Morrison's Jig or Kesh Jig. Okay? Has anybody ever heard of Kesh Jig? And what were you going to say, Nancy? What's your idea about the most popular Irish tune?
From a Scottish dance perspective, then it was always, the jig was always to Irish washerwoman.
Oh, of course.
And that's what I recognized first as a, and the swallowtail is kind of like, is similar, or I hear similar things.
You're right, it is similar, yeah. You know, the Irish washerwoman is not actually an Irish tune, right? It's a Scottish tune about Irish people.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so
But
Scottish Highland.
yeah, it's and you ever see the dance, the Scottish Highland dance called the Irish washerwoman?
Well, like an Irish jig.
It's yeah, but it's all acted out. It's like
Oh,
she wears this outfit and she
yeah.
does this kind of like thing where she's kneading dough or doing laundry, and she gets right mad and she shakes her rolling pin in the air and stuff like that.
I
Yeah.
know a version of that, a vaudeville version of that from the States they do it with step dancing, like wooden soled shoes.
Yeah,
But
for
it's
sure.
based on that.
Yeah, yeah.
All
It's your classic tune, a Scottish tune making fun of Irish people, and the other way around, But anyway,
Well,
yeah.
no, go ahead.
Okay,
Sorry.
so how about this? I'll play you both. All right. The nice thing about the Kesh jig, like both tunes are equally popular. The Swallowtail jig and the Kesh jig. The Irish washerwoman has a little bit more going on, so we'll leave that for a little while. But between the Swallowtail and the Kesh jig, they're both very popular starting beginning tunes. But the big thing is that the Kesh you might find a little simpler. Now you'll hear. I'll play them both. I need some water, maybe. All right. So the Swallowtail. So it's pretty simple for sure. Listen to the Kesh. So you see, that's the two of them. So what do you guys think? Who prefers the Swallowtail? Okay, who prefers the Kesh? Okay, couple. So let's go with the Swallowtail. I was just playing the Kesh there, and I don't think there's a huge amount of difference. So we'll go with the Swallowtail. So let me play it again. Oh, Lena's saying the Swallowtail. Cool. Right on. So let me play it again because I want it to ring around in your ears a little bit before we start playing it. And I want you to do the thing that we do in this music when we're learning tunes by ear. Number one thing is to listen for the repeated phrases. All right? There's always going to be lots of repeated phrases, and you kind of catch on to the phrase that you hear that repeated the most. In many cases, it's the ending. Okay, because the ending would be the same for the first part. And I think that's the case with the Swallowtail as well. So anyway, I'm going to play it a couple of times, medium, and I want you to really try to internalize that melody. Listen for those repeated phrases, and then we're going to get it. All right, so here we go. Okay, you getting that internalized a little bit there? Did you notice how the endings are the same? For the A part and the B part, same ending. Okay, so you have that to look forward to. Anyway, so it's all the same finger positions as we use for the G major scale. All the same. So the low 2 on the A string and the... Wait, no, on the A string it's normal. Yeah, because it's slightly not quite E minor. So anyway, but on the E string we have the low 2. Okay, to get the G natural. So all the same finger positions except for the regular 2 on the A string. And the first lick I'm going to show you here, we got, watch my hand when I play this first phrase. I think I can spotlight myself. Let's see. Get easier to see. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to play that first phrase there. You can see what my fingers do, which is not much. See that? That's the first phrase there. I'm going to do it again. We've got 3, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. See how I do that with my finger? Now at this point you're probably going to be doing this to get those 2 notes, A1 and D1. And that's okay, but eventually at one point or another we're just going to do this little lean, okay? So we got 3, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. 3, 1, 1 again. And then we go from the A1 and we go down the scale to get to the next part, okay, which is going to start on the 2. So I'm going to do that again. 3, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. 3, 1, 1 again. And then A1 down the scale. Open, D3. Okay, so we're going to all try that together. Just going to get this back on the go here. Gallery. Perfect. All right, so let's all try that together, guys. 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 3, 1, 1, A1 down we go. So get your 3 down. And we're going to go 3, 1, 1. Ready, and... 1, 1, 1. 3, 1, 1. A1. Open A. D3. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's do it again right away. Ready? D3. 3, 1, 1. A1. D1. Another one. 3 again. 1. Another one. A1. Open A. D3. Okay? Yep. That's right. I can see everybody's third finger going down there. That's good. One more time. D3. Ready, 2, and 3. 1, 1. 1. 1. 1. 3. 1. 1. A1. Open A. D3. Now, are we getting that? Is anybody not getting that? It looks pretty good. No, you're not getting the cherry? Nancy, you?
Just a question. The 111 is on which string? Sorry.
A1 and then D1, D1.
D1, D1. A1, D1. Oh, okay.
Like that. Okay?
Got it.
How about you,
Yes.
Sherry? How about you, Sherry? Did you have a question too?
Actually, Nancy just answered. She asked me the same. She asked the same question.
Okay,
Thanks,
cool.
Nancy.
No problem. Okay, so let's try it again, guys, unless somebody else has a problem, but let's try it again. 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Ready, and... 3. A1. Down we go. That looked much better. Okay? Pretty good. Last time, I swear. Ready, and 3. Oh, that looked really good that time. Very good. Now, the next phrase changes chords a little bit, changes arpeggio notes, and now we're going to go to a D part. So that's going to be D2, open, open, open A, oh, back to open, open. See that? So there's only one note that I'm using with my finger, and the rest are all open strings. So D2, open D, open D, open A, open D, open D. Okay, let's try that again. D2 and then open D. Ready? And 2, open, open, A, back to the D, another one. Okay, good. All right, one more time with that. And this time I'm not going to shout out anything. D2 and then open D. Ready? And. Okay, and then we're going to get A3 down. That's a 3-2-3 on the A string that comes next there. 3-2-3 on the A string. Okay, and after we play that 3-2-3, we're going to go to the A and scale down to the 2. So it sounds like this. So let's try that together, guys. Put both your 3 and your 2. Actually, put all 3 fingers on the A. And we're going to play 3-2-3. And then the open A and down the scale. So A3. Ready? Go. 3, 2, 3. Open A. D3. D2. Okay, pretty good. Let's do that again just like that, except better. A3. Ready? And 3, 2, 3. Open A. D3. D2. One more time. A3. Ready? Go. 2, 3. A. D3. 2. That looked like it worked there that time, guys. Last time, I swear. I read a meme yesterday that music teachers, dance teachers, and physical trainers don't know what the meaning of one more time is. And I would agree. Anyway, so one more time with the 3-2-3 lick. Okay, ready? And 3, 2, 3. Open A. D3. 2. Good. And then we're going to do the first phrase again. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Let me show you what we have so far. We got the first phrase, which is the 3-1-1. Then we got the 2 open open. 3-2-3. That's what we've learned so far. And then we got to do the first phrase again. With a long one this time. And then we do our ending. See that? And that's the A part. Done. So we already kind of know 3/4 of it, technically and by rights. Okay? So let's see how far we can get. Let's review the 3-1-1-1-1-1 bit. And see how far we can get before it's horrible steaming wreckage, but it's all right. So 3-1-1-1-1-1. Ready? And 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1. A1. Open A. D3. D2. Open, open. A. D. D. A3. Open A. D3. D2. First phrase again. 3, 1, 1. 1. 1. A1. D1. 1. 3 again. 1. 1. A1 long. 2. And then we'll get the ending. Now, looking at everybody trying to do that looked pretty good. I saw fingers moving right. I saw bows moving pretty good. All right? Let's do it again before anything happens. See how we get along. 3, 1, 1. Drink of water here. Okay. 3, 1, 1. Ready, 2, and. 1. 1. 1. 3. 1. A1. Down we go. Open. A3. 2. Open, open. A. D. D. A3, 2, 3. Open A. D3. 2. 3, 1, 1. A1. D1. Another. 3, 1, 1. Long 1. 2. Okay. Not too bad looking, I gotta say. Like, I'm looking at people and it seems to be working. Does anybody want to try playing it for me so I can see how you're doing? No? Anyone? Anyone? Give it a go. Shona, you look game.
Alright, I don't have it, but sure.
That's okay, I can help you.
My chin rest is killing me today. I don't know if it's my jaw or
Oh.
something weird. Okay. Ready?
I'm ready. Just gonna mute. Hold on. Oh, that's good, Bill. Really good. Okay, go ahead there, Shona.
What?
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I think I've got it already. Wait.
Back to the D.
Wait. Ah.
So close, so close. It's
I'm forgetting it.
2D. It's 2D A D D. Now the A323. Yes! Good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Who else wants to try? That was very brave too, Shona. Very brave indeed. Anyone? Aw, come on. Judy, let's hear it. Open A there. Yeah! Woohoo! Right on! Now there's a couple of notes in the middle section, the D major section, that you missed there. And the one thing to notice there is that it only uses basically the open strings, right? 2, open, open, A, open, open. See that? And because it's so simple, it can be very confusing. Okay? Very good. Let's all try it again, guys. All right? And then we'll get the ending. Let's see. Let me keep my eye on the time here, too. Oh, yeah, we're good. We're good. Lots of time. Okay, here we go. Don't stop for any reason. Keep your helmet on, your gun up. 3, 1, 1. Ready, 2, and. A3. 3, 1, 1. Long one, 2. Okay, let's get the ending. Another 3, 2, 3. And then down the scale from A. And then 3, 1, 1, 1. See that? So it's an A, 3, 2, 3 again. And then to the open A. Down we go. 3, 1, 1, 1. That's the ending, okay? And it's the same one in the second part. So let's try it from the A, 3, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3, open, okay? Let's put A3 down. Ready, and 3, 2, 3, open A, D3, 2, 3 again, 1, 1, 1. Let's do it again. A3. Ready, and 3, 2, 3. Open A. D3. 2, 3 again. 1, 1, 1. One more time. Ready, A3. 3, 2, 3. A. D3. 2, 3, 1, 1, 1. Everybody getting that ending? Looks okay, but I gotta ask. Yeah, everybody getting it?
I have one question.
Yeah.
Just before that ending.
Yeah.
It's the A323 open. Sorry, A323 open, and then D3 D2. D3 D2, and then the ending starts.
No. Then we do the first phrase again. So we got the 3 1 1 1 1 1. That's the first phrase.
Right.
The second phrase is all the opens. 2 open 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 open. Okay.
Right.
And then the 3 2 3 bit. That's the part of the second phrase as well.
Okay, that's part of the second phrase. Okay.
Then we do the first phrase again. 3 1 1 1 1 1.
Right.
And then the ending.
Okay.
So let me put that together for you since that was a great question. So we got the first phrase. Second phrase. First phrase again. Long 1, 2, and then the ending. See how that works? Everybody see that? I'm going to do it again. We have the first phrase, 3 1 1 1 1 1. And then the 2s and opens. Three, 1 1 again. 1 this time. A little 2. And then the ending. 3, 2, 3. You see how it's constructed now? You got the road map. Okay. Shall we put our helmets on and try grinding away at it for a few minutes? All right. I have nothing else on. Okay, let's go dead slow, guys. 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Ready? And 3. 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1. Open. 3, 2. Open. Open A. Open. A3, 2, 3. Open A. D3, 2. First race. 3, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. 3, 1, 1. A1, 2. 3, 2, 3. Open A, D3, D2, 3, 1, 1, 1. All right, now nobody started crying or beat their fiddle over the computer or anything, so I find that to be a good sign. That's good. Let's do it again right away, okay? Okay. D3. A 1, 2, and 3. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 3, 1, 1. A1. Open A. D3. D2. Open. Open. A. Open D. Open. A3. 2. 3. Open A. D3. D2. 3, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. 3, 1, 1. Long A1. A2. 3, 2, 3. Open A. D3. 2. 3. 1, 1, 1. All right, that looked even better. Now, what I would love is for some brave soul to go right from one end of that thing to the other. Any takers? Anyone? Anyone? Bill's going to do it, I can tell. He's reaching for his mute button.
I can do it, but I know it is, so it's not as if I'm just learning it.
Okay, it helps still to understand the phrases. Really good, Bill. And my favorite part was when you were playing the long 1 followed by the 2, you did them both in an up bow, which is the best way to do that. Okay? So remember that. That's very good. The only thing I would say, though, give yourself more bow. You're pretty sure of the tune and it sounds good, so give yourself lots of bow so it comes out nice and strong. Okay? Very good, man. Very good. Who else wants to do it? Come on, Bill was brave. Who's going to do it? Joanne, you look like you're ready to do it.
I'm
Oh,
There. Okay. Sorry, I'm struggling a little getting my head around not because I spent a year learning more reading the notes. So now this 3-2-1 business is a little bit new for me. So.
oh, I can speak both languages. I'm bilingual.
I know this. I can see how this is probably a good way.
It's good, you know. The finger numbers are good. Like what I love about the finger numbers, I hate them as well because what's great about them is the reading. Once you associate your finger number with the note that you're playing, you take out a step in reading, and it's almost instantaneous. It's really quick and easy, right? But the drawback is when you're like 28 and you get your first gigs playing with singers and bars, and you have no idea what note you're playing. It's a problem.
Right, right.
So I always think a combo is good. But anyway, give it a go. See what happens. One. B.
Which one?
B. A1.
I'm thinking you're other way now. I'm lost.
Start again. Two. No, D2. F sharp. 2 open open.
Good. What am I doing wrong there?
You just keep going over to the A string. No, it's D2 and then open D twice.
Oh, okay.
And then open A and then open D twice again.
Okay, hold on. Now what?
3 2 3. No. Open. Open A. Really good, Joanne. Now, so if you're used to reading it, you did great getting those phrases. Now, the one in the middle I find actually really hard because it's so simple, eh? And I'm shouting out, 2 open, 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 open. It's like, what the hell are you talking? So that's what's going on there. It's F, D, D, A, D, D.
Yeah, I think if I had the music, I'd be okay. But I think this.
But you're doing so well without the music. And if you think about it in another way, those are all notes from the D major arpeggio.
Right.
See that? So you're just arpeggiating in the key of D for that bit before you go back to E minor.
Yeah.
See that? See, that's all it is. It might help to think about it that way, but that was very good. Now, if nobody else wants to try it, let's take the grinder to it. All right? We'll get it down to, say, I don't know, 300 grit, something like that. Okay, dead slow, ahead dead slow. Ready, 2, and. again. 311. A3. All right, how are we getting along? Anybody not able to get through it? Sherry? Oh, you want to unmute?
So for me, where the gap is, and it's just me, you're calling out 311, but I don't know what string you're on. And then then you'll go 111, and I've missed the jump. I don't know what the string is for the 111.
Okay. The ones are the first. The first one is on the A, and then you go back over to the D11. Okay, so there's only one on the A string in that whole passage. See that? So 311 and then A1 back to D1, D1. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Anybody else have a problem where they can't get through it and need to ask me what the hell's going on? How about you, Shona? Are you getting through it? Yeah? How about you, Katya? That looks good. Are you getting through it okay? Katya? Medium?
I'm missing the middle part, I think, so I can.
Give it a go. I'll help you.
And now.
Open, open. Open A.
Sorry.
That's it. That was it. So you were just also confused with the opens. And it's so it's D2, open D, open D, open A, open D, open D.
Yeah,
okay? Yeah. There's a common problem with that little bit there, okay? Okay, good. Now let's try it a couple more times. We'll grind it unless there's any more questions. Okay, let's grind. Okay, 311. Ready, 2, and 3. Again, 311. Okay, it looks like everybody's getting a little bit more of it, for sure. Shona, I think you're having the same problem with that open A in there. Yeah. So F, D, D, A, D, D, that part there. The easiest and most confusing part of the tune. Anybody else having any problems where they stop and they can't go more, can't keep going? No? Okay, it's getting really good. I'm going to check the time here. Okay, so we got some time. So I'd like to try it a couple of more times, all right? And maybe get it slightly faster, because the other problem is that the slower you go, the harder it is to hear that melody. You know, it's kind of like, you know, how long have I been playing this G for? You know what I mean? So we'll just pick it up a tiny bit that you might be able to hear the melody going by. Okay? Put you on full screen again. All right. So let's try it again, that speed, and then I'll speed it up a tiny bit the second time through. 311 once more. Ready? And 3, 1. Again. Last time, I swear. Okay, not bad, not bad. Everybody was hanging in pretty good. Katya, you're missing that ending lick, the 3-2-3 again when it comes down around again. Okay? Is there anybody having, how about you, Joanne? You doing okay? You getting most of it? Yeah, good. Anybody else? Any problems at all with that? No? Okay, that's great. So I want you guys to practice that A part this week, and we'll get the B part next week. Now, luckily, the B part, there's not much different. You see here how that's the same setup. The first phrase, the second phrase, same, different. First phrase again. And then the ending that we already know. And that's it, man. And that's how all the tunes are constructed for the most part, unless you get some real crazy Irish ones that have 5 or 6 or 7 phrases, you know. But we're not going to be getting into that. Swallowtail is lovely. We're going to get that. So I want you guys to practice that A part this week. Try to get it smooth. Try to get it in tune. Since you're play it after you're finished playing your G major scale, okay? Because your fingers will already be used to all the right shape, and you can get through it much easier. You're always trying to set yourself up for the fingers coming down in tune on their own, so you can practice, concentrate, practice in the tune. Okay. Now I put the classes that we've done so far, the videos of them, on a Dropbox file, and I think I sent you guys all a link to that Dropbox file. Did everybody get a link, a Dropbox link?
Yeah, but I can't seem to download it. It tells me I don't have enough room.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
You're not the only person that has had that problem, so I've decided that Dropbox sucks, and I think I'm gonna make us a YouTube channel. Okay?
Oh,
So Dan
okay.
McDonald Beginner Fiddle
Yes.
Class YouTube channel, and I'll upload them to there, and then just invite you guys, and you can watch them whenever you want, you know. And so that way you can kind of have this to play along with. Please go ahead and play along with me while I'm playing the tune that slow and calling out the numbers. Take advantage of that stuff. Since we can't get together in person, we might as well take advantage of the technology. You know what I mean? And yeah, we'll learn the second part of the tune next week. Now, is there any other questions at all before we finish up?
Dan,
Yeah.
do we use the same site for Zoom next week, or will you be sending a new one?
No, it's always the same link every week. Same link, same link.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else? Any questions at all?
I don't have a question, but I just wanted to mention I've had some really good success with an app called Amazing Slowdowner.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if anybody's heard of it.
I have.
So it's really good. So if you have like if Dan does a swallowtail full like speed, you can actually slow it down to as slow as you want, but it still sounds like the real music. You can also stop it in certain chunks of where like the different phrases, so you can just, and it can repeat over and over again. So I highly recommend that, and it takes like I guess NP whatever the file type is.
MP3.
when you make
It does videos and everything, eh?
Oh really? I haven't tried that.
Yeah,
Interesting.
people have been slowing me down on the Amazing Slowdowner for like, I don't know, like 10 years now at least,
Yes,
that I've been
it's
hearing
good,
about
it's
it.
good.
I've never seen it. I don't never have to slow anything down. But but what the advantages people tell me are, yes, it does not change the pitch, because
No.
when I was slowing things down back in the old days, when I was doing my jazz diploma, for instance, we had to transcribe a solo, right? And I picked a Max Roach drum solo. And so to transcribe it, back in those days, you had to book time with the half-speed tape machine. Okay, it was in the office. There was only one, and you had to put your name down. And the problem with that was, yeah, sure, it slowed it down, but it also dropped the pitch by like I don't know how much, like wherever you slowed it down to, and so you'd have to transpose as well. But the Amazing Slowdowner does not do that.
It doesn't.
It
You
does.
can play it and it slows it down. And
Yeah, doesn't change the
I
pitch.
recommend it. So
Doesn't make it sound weird.
When we tape your swallowtail, we can put it in there.
Absolutely, and you can take the videos off YouTube and do the same thing with them. So I've heard. Anyway, so good point, Sharon. Very good tool. Any other questions or comments or concerns or queries?
Thanks so much for putting it on YouTube. That will be so much easier.
I'll do that this week. Has everybody got some kind of... I looked on the session.org for a student the other day, and the third version of Swallowtail Jig is acceptable. All right? If you want the music for it. I think you're doing great by ear, but if you want the music as a reference, the third version down on the session.org I find to be acceptable. It's not perfect, but it'll definitely be adaptable. Okay? All right, guys. Well, that's great. Great class today. We'll learn the rest of that tune next week, and get in touch if you have any questions, of course.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Dan.
See you later. See you next time. Bye-bye. Gurgle, gurgle. Ugh. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Oh, I'm still recording on QuickTime. That's not great.